Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Citizen Live at 1. I am Terry Ann Chibet. Now, the Supreme Court was expected to make a ruling on the Nyando constituency election petition earlier this morning. The ruling comes after a 16-month court tussle. Nyando Member of Parliament Fred Outa moved to the Supreme Court after the Court of Appeal in Kisumu nullified his election in late March, citing claims of voter bribery. We are now joined live on phone by Esther Kahumbi, who's at the Supreme Court. Esther, do tell us the latest on that case.
Well, thank you so much, Terry. And indeed, as you mentioned, the Supreme Court was set to make a ruling on the petition made by Nyando MP Fred Outa. And indeed, yet again, the Supreme Court has decided to set aside the ruling of the Court of Appeal to uphold the election of the Nyando MP, that is Fred Outa. They have just made that ruling about 7 minutes ago. So Fred Outa is out here celebrating with his supporters. They are happy with the Supreme Court ruling that he indeed continues to hold position of Member of Parliament for Nyando. According to the ruling of the Supreme Court judges, they say that the petitioner, that is his competitor, that was Fred Jeffrey Yogo, who is a CDF officer in Nyando, was bribing voters on behalf of Fred Outa. But according to the Supreme Court judges, the petitioner did not give sufficient proof to show that indeed whatever CDF funds that was being disbursed influenced the outcome of the election, and therefore the ruling made by the Court of Appeal did not hold, and therefore deciding to give Fred Outa time to finish his term as Member of Parliament for Nyando. We are yet to speak to the petitioner, who I understand was still in court, but of course, Terry Ann will be giving full details to our viewers in our subsequent bulletin, Terry Ann.
Thank you very much. Esther Kahumbi there, coming to us live on phone from the Supreme Court, where she says the 16-month court tussle over who should be the area MP of Nyando has now come to an end. Now, a major showdown now looms over the use of Uhuru Park during the much-touted Sabasaba Day. Politicians allied to the two major coalition parties, that's CORD and Jubilee, are both claiming they had booked the venue for their different events on Monday next week. This morning, Jubilee politicians Ferdinand Waititu and Moses Kuria inspected Uhuru Park and said they had paid 50,000 shillings for an event organized by Mavuno Youth Congress. The politicians produced receipts to show that they had paid for the venue.
Let Kidelo come and say who has whatever. That's not our problem. It's for Kidelo to say who has he licensed. How can you sell the same goods to two people?
We are set to hold our peace rally here on Monday, and we do not understand what the confusion is all about, because we booked the ground and we paid for it. Our CORD brothers, they booked Kamukuji grounds, not Uhuru Park. And there is no confusion about that. They go to their ground at Kamukunji. Yes. We shall be here at Uhuru Park on Monday. Yes. And our youths are ready. Yes. And we shall be here doing our peace rally. Yes.
Two children from Mbingoni Primary School in Matu who drowned while fetching water at Muniina River last weekend were laid to rest today. There was a somber mood in Matu location as the two children, who are cousins, were laid to rest in the same grave. Eunice Mwai now tells us more.
They went to fetch water at the nearby Munila River, but never returned. The two cousins drowned in a tragic twist of events that left friends and family struggling to come to terms with the shocking loss of their loved ones. At this burial, tribute to the two young ones flowed freely, and so did the tears and the sadness. One of the two was a Class 6 pupil, while the other was in pre-unit at Bingoni Primary School. The deaths bring to the fore the challenge many Kenyans in rural areas face in accessing clean drinking water. And Matu residents hope the area leaders will address that problem to avert similar deaths. The two children were laid to rest in the same grave, their deaths a double blow to their community. Eunice Mwai, Citizen Live at 1.
A member of the Garissa County Assembly has been hospitalized with serious injuries after gangsters stabbed him and stole valuables from him. The armed gang attacked the MCA along a street of Garissa town late last night. Hassan Farana reports.
Idris Bilal, who is a member of the Garissa County Assembly representing Balambala Ward, is nursing serious injuries at the Alliance Medical Center after he was attacked by unknown men last night on his way home. The attackers, who are said to be 3 in number, met with Bilal along Gulaid Street, robbed him of his mobile phone and an unknown amount of cash before stabbing him on the neck with a knife.
Yesterday at around 8 p.m, I've been attacked by gangs of around 4 men, armed with bangas and rungos. In fact, they have stopped me and they have searched me. After a while, when they have left me, someone called them back and told them that finish him. And that's why someone hurt me with a banga on the neck.
Dr. Hamisi Onan, a clinical officer at the Alliance Medical Center, said Bilal is in a stable condition and is progressing well.
We undertook the suturing procedure and placed him with a collar neck to support his neck, and so far is on medication, progressing well, doing well.
Garissa County Police Commander Benjamin Ongombe confirmed the attack and said investigations into the incident are underway. He, however, urged residents not to speculate on what may have happened, but instead cooperate with the police by providing information.
We are trying our best to make sure that the situation is contained, and we appeal to the members of the public to make sure they talk to their young boys, not to start to be used by some other people to commit some offenses.
Hassan Farah, Citizen Live at 1.
Police in Kiambu are investigating circumstances under which a middle-aged man was found dead in a motel room near the Kiambu main bus stage. There are allegations that the man who may have been drugged was sodomized, though the Kiambu OCPD Stephen Ngetich dismissed such allegations, saying investigations had been launched to establish the exact circumstances that led to the death of the man.
Kuna mwili wa mtu mmoja ambao umepatikana leo hapa Kiambu, hotel inaitwa Vineyard Band Lodging, ambapo kuna mteja mmoja ambaye amejulikana tu kama Getau, ambaye alikuja jana jioni kitu saa 3 usiku, akauchukua room namba 13, akalala. Asubuhi amepatikana kama amefariki na mfanyikazi. Alienda kwa mlango, kaugonga mlango, kaona ufunguki kitu saa 3, kaulazimisha mlango ufunguke, akampata huyo jamaa kama amefariki, huyo bwana Getau. So mwili umechukuliwa mochari. Kile kilisababisha kifo hakijajulikana. Uchunguzi utafanyika.
Excuse me. A row pitting the Wajir County government against the residents of the county's Orahei Wells area has erupted after the county government announced plans to build a park on the land at Orahei that reportedly holds historic significance to the locals. The said parcel of land was once used as a crucial water source, with many wells dug there for use by pastoralists as they journeyed northern Kenya's vast barren lands in search of pasture and water. Administration police officers were forced to hurl tear gas canisters to disperse a crowd of protesters who were demonstrating against the proposed plan. Police arrested several people in the melee. Some of the elderly residents decried the use of tear gas to disperse them. Garissa County Governor Ahmed Abdullahi has insisted the plans to build the park are at an advanced stage and will go on, saying those opposed to the building of the park were private developers keen to utilize the land for profit.
Wanajengwa na sisi hatujui wanajengwa nini, ameuzwa ama ni nini. Hii ardhi ilikuwa ardhi yetu.
We will not negotiate over that park. And if someone fraudulently obtained an allotment letter or even went ahead and gotten themselves a title for that park, which is a protected, gazetted, area by the museums, we will not let them have their way.
The Kajiado County government has launched a 3 million shilling program to purchase sanitary towels for school-going children. The move aims to improve girl-child education in the county by reducing absenteeism by schoolgirls who skip classes due to lack of sanitary towels.
It is out of school.
For a long time now, girls in Kajiado County have been missing at least 3 weeks of their school term due to lack of sanitary towels, but not anymore. The county government has set aside 3 million shillings for a sanitary towel project that is meant to address this problem and ensure that the girl child have the same learning hours as their male counterparts. According to the county education executive, Eve Mevin, the provision of the sanitary towel will go a long way in improving the quality of education in the county.
Provision of sanitary towels has really improved girl child education in numerous ways. First and foremost, it has helped to retain a girl child in school.
Launching the program at Kilonitok Primary School, county government official accompanied by Miss Tourism Kajiado County reiterated the importance of the initiative in educating the girl child.
As Miss Tourism Kajiado County, I've decided to launch the project of giving out sanitary towels in the interior of Kajiado County because we had many school dropouts.
Msichana akikosa hizi atakosa kuja shule. Na akikosa wiki moja kwa mwezi, kwa tamu moja atakosa wiki 3. Sio ni mwezi mzima.
The girls here narrated how the problem has been a challenge to them.
Wetu tukua sana, tulikuwa tunakuwa absent. Tulikuwa tunaogopa kuja shuleni. Ukija shuleni unajua wenzako watakuchekea.
The initiative comes at a time when the fight against female genital mutilation has also been stepped up in the county. Eunice Mwai for Citizen Live at 1.
Citizen Live at 1 takes a short break. We'll be back with more after the break. Don't go too far.